Because like we're not monetizing them.
We are.
Huh?
Oh, we are. I usually turn it on.
You turn it on?
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Because that one time we had a song, right?
yeah.
That one time we had a song, and then they like didn't let us monetize it.
Well, everybody. Bula, we on Fiji time right now, so
Yeah.
and it's Friday. It's been a long week.
Okay, has it?
Been a very long week. Prepping up for tomorrow.
Yeah, big moments
Mm.
on the mat live with. Sorry, guys. I'm getting this. How's the stream doing? Is it okay?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Throw one in the chat. If you can hear me.
Can you hear me?
With very
Crystal
clear.
clear.
All right.
Awesome. How was your week, John?
It was good. It was 3, 2, 1. Man, I look so much better with a haircut. I'm really feeling myself right now, you know?
So fresh.
So fresh.
Bula Duncan. Bula Vinak.
Good after.
Yeah, how was your week?
My week was. Let me just think about it. It was up and down, I guess. Like, I guess today, I'm excited and like nervous and like feeling sad for different people. Like, I mean, just like I'm just with everything that's going on in the news, like with Israel and Palestine.
Oh yeah.
Like, you know, I don't like. I'm not one of those people like I won't watch the news because it's depressing and because it's full of propaganda. The actual real story is. How's it going? Bad connection. Huh?
It's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
And how was your day today?
Where is he?
Who? Lost?
He's
have you lost him?
They're doing the Soli tonight, I think. Yeah. I don't know where all the stuff is.
You want to lose it, Sam?
Nahinga toka.
Sam's gonna lose it for us.
Oh, good job, Sam. So yeah, like I mean, you just see like people in Israel and Palestine like digging their kids out of the rubble and stuff like that, and you know, like whole families stuck under buildings stuff, and so that's like pretty sobering, I guess. And yeah, so but I mean, you can't like take the weight of the world on immersion Fiji, the fishing charter in Sabsawu. They have one boat captain and he died today.
Oh, so, immersion Fiji.
Yeah. So you saw it actually.
Yeah.
I wasn't really on like social media.
Have you met
today?
him?
But yeah, I met him a bunch of times. Yeah. Yeah.
He's really young, huh?
Yeah, he's probably in his 30s or something.
Oh, wow.
So hey, I put you too yesterday. That's right. Thanks for joining. So yeah, he just randomly passed away. Apparently, he got sick. He was sick for a few weeks, and then just suddenly he died. So yeah, I guess it's like it's when you have somebody or you've met them, and then you find out that they passed away. It's kind of like it's crazy. Like life's so precious, and it's so fragile too. Like you always like take for granted, and like you say that like you're stressed and all this stuff, but like everything quickly becomes not a big deal. Like if your kids get sick, or like your child's diagnosed with cancer, or you're diagnosed with cancer, or whatever. Even if you break your leg or you just have a upset stomach, like you really realize like how fast, like the things that actually matter to like show how not important the other things you're worried about really were usually. So yeah, but overall it was a good week. And then tomorrow we have our store is going live on our website, so that's a very big deal. It's just starting off small. I think we've got 6 items that we're doing. So beginning of the store, like we want to add like courses for people in business, how to set up a business in Fiji, like checklist, how to open a bank account in Fiji checklist, and like you know what I mean, like stuff like that. So that's all going to be done through the store. So yeah, we appreciate your guys' support. That store goes live tomorrow. I guess I can like show everybody like a preview of it.
Yeah,
Okay,
you should. You
should I?
should. Yeah, show them.
Should I just hold up the computer to it? We're going to be launching hats, headwear, and with him tomorrow. So this is also just the start of what we're going to be doing with Matt. Um, yeah, I hope like you guys show support. Like we sell out of the bucket hats and
Yeah.
the purple office boy hats like really quick, so that we can
Mm.
restock and then start adding more items. Like I
Mm.
mean, yeah, apparel's endless, right? I mean, and like this is just like basic stuff with our. It's just the clean, crisp logo. Kind of like the office boy logo's got like, well, you guys can see it here, but we kind of made it so it kind of had like hints of Supreme in it, with like the bold like italics like slanted over, and then like the crisp like Helvetica looking like font on the side. So yeah, we just want to have fun with it. We want to get in, like we'll make everything. Like I don't care. Like we'll do we can do shoes. So I can do shoes too. I can do rubber boots, gum boots. We can do whatever we want. And so yeah, if you guys show up and support, then we're just gonna keep adding to it. And so this helps everybody out. Because like our whole like idea with like uh being innovative is like, okay, we could do farming, but like why don't we add like some tech to it, as in like let's create some merch, let's sell it online,
Yeah.
let's create content around farming, like you know. And so this could even be something that like we turn into we could do like videos like specific to different plants in Fiji. Like we could sample the soil, and then me and Matthew can do like a video series, like a really short thing, like 5-minute video, how to plant and maintain long beans, how to plant and maintain jungle chilies, how to plant, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Based on the soil type that we have here.
Yeah.
Right? And then that could be something that might be helpful for people, right? All that stuff
Like
can be
tips,
done.
eh?
But we need your guys' support to do that, because this all takes money. And to be honest with you guys, I filed a bunch of nil returns this last year, and so this is all costing money. Like the last few years is just straight out of pocket for us. So this is really really helpful. Like having a way for you guys to like support the business, other than like through the fresh tea and coffee, which we really appreciate from everybody. But like buying this Sulu, everybody's seen the Sulu, right? You guys seen it?
Yeah.
So that's gonna be for sale tomorrow. Which is gonna be very cool. The shirt, not this shirt, but the Waka shirt, bunch of hats. So you guys jump on that website tomorrow, please. Please jump on the website and get it. I'm not gonna say, oh, it's limited stocks. You know, people say that. Limited quantities, but if it sells out, it sells out, and then we can see like what sells out, and then order more from there.
Yeah.
So that'd be sweet.
Right.
Listening from the old capital. What up? What up? This internet's so bad. I wonder.
I've off mine.
Huh? You've offed yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Mine is on.
I had to turn off mine
Okay.
just in case.
Yeah, mine is like super slow. Can you guys even see anything right now? Is it buffering there?
Nope. It's okay.
It's going?
Yeah, it's
That's
going.
crazy.
Yeah.
YouTube, one thing I've noticed about YouTube is their servers are nuts. Like when you can't load like a simple website from somebody that's just like text only, you can watch like a YouTube video. And like you think about that, like how they're just, I don't know, I guess their servers must be that like
Good.
that like advanced that they like have the ability to like push out that much of an efficient like data set to be able to like let you like watch videos while you can't even like load a simple paragraph. Beta Bula, how's it going, man?
Oh, I'm so glad it's Friday.
Yeah, me too.
Like we finally finished the website, and tomorrow's the big day.
So we're going to, you guys can, I don't even know if it's like, it's kind of hard to like explain. Can you guys see it? Yeah?
Yeah.
See it? Kind of? Yep. Right? Okay. So can you read that for everybody?
Yeah. We're so excited to be able to offer our apparel to you. It's daily wear that represents our roots. Our apparel is a representation of our journey, a brand we wear with pride, authenticity, and a commitment to community. It's more than just a merch. It's a movement towards creating employment opportunities for the local.
We got the bucket hats. We got the umbrellas. We got the what else we got here? We got the Sulus. Then we obviously got the office boy caps. Fire, straight fire. And so then if you when you guys go online, you're gonna scroll down and you're gonna go to if you're paying M-Pesa or MyCash, there's a form down here where you have to fill out all your details if you're gonna send the M-Pesa um,
Mm,
or MyCash
mm.
details.
Okay,
So
so that's for the empire
most
side.
attractive models in the business, I must say.
Yeah,
Boys and girls.
boys and girls.
Look at Matt there, just looking so good.
Look at
Ooh!
Matt though. Look at Matt.
Woo!
Yeah, yeah.
No.
Me.
Huh? Whoa! You know that one song, I'm Bringing Sexy Back? That's him. That's Matt, man. That is Matt. And so, yes, we will be delivering to. There's delivery like it costs a lot. So delivery throughout. So hats, all the hats, the shirt, the Sulu, and the umbrella are all $40 Fijian. All right, all $40 Fijian. Um, if you want a cheaper shirt, then I guess you can go to a bargain box or something like that. But um, these are things that we've spent a long time like trying to come up with and sampling and doing all this stuff with. So we believe in the quality. Matt laughing. He's like the emoji like this laughing.
Yeah.
And so what was I saying? Yeah, so yeah, all $40, but the trucker hat is 55,
Mm,
and there's shipping options to the US. I think it's like $100 though
mm,
to ship to the US. It's I think like 120 or 140 for shipping to the UK. It's 80, I think, to ship to New Zealand, Australia, and so yeah, but all the shipping in Fiji is free. So shipping
mm,
is included in the price of the and like it's all. We just didn't want to like fuss around with like where you live and then freight forward and blah blah blah. So if you live in Fiji, the shipping's free. All right.
mm,
So if you go online and you see what you want to buy, then just go fill out the form. Tell us what you bought, what size, and send the total. We'll match it and then we'll send it to you. Just give us the address and shipping will be free. Right.
mm.
So
Great, great. Are you excited?
I'm freaking stoked. Yeah, I just hope like it sells out like boom because like, I mean I know this is like a big one. Like we've been working on this with Christine, who's our like apparel and logistics
Yeah,
um, like coordinator.
Christina.
We've been working with Jess. We've been working with like Matthew, and we've been doing like tons of photo shoots and like you, and it's just been incessant. So
Yeah.
you guys like supporting us in this way would mean the world. um yeah, like I still have to do a video about like what this Sulu means, like what do
Yeah,
the
we
things in
have to
this.
do like
So we'll do
the
a proper
branding.
video, yeah, about like because every design has
Every
its
design
meaning.
has its meaning.
So
You got a
yeah,
question here?
like this is something that goes beyond just like, oh, rep
Mm,
the brand. It's like if we do this, like we can like have I'll bring in screen printers and like heat presses and all this stuff so that we
mm,
can like do it all in house and like
yeah.
make some more jobs.
Mm,
Like that would be sick to me, and do it
mm,
like some like really cool stuff,
mm.
like cool stuff.
That's a dream.
Yeah, that'd be
Mm,
sweet. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
some actual stylish clothes that with like fabric that like we really really like. You
Hmm.
know. So, anyways,
Sorry. Question.
question.
Uh, from Sulita. Bula payment options
Kuro,
on
just
the.
come up here, man. Don't watch from down there.
Oh, is
He's
he
like,
watching
yeah,
from
yeah.
there? That
Really.
motherfucking beer. Oi, kamu lah say you basketball. Man. Yeah, yeah. Bula payment options on the website. Just M-Pesa and MyCash.
M-Pesa, cash, and any credit card.
Okay. Yep. Yep.
Mastercard. Yeah,
Yep. Okay.
yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Cool. Congrats on the launch. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, and then I did make a mistake. We did a video just clarifying that
Yeah.
like Christine, who is our apparel and logistics manager, she actually runs I think it's called Tundra Pacific, where she works alongside them, and so
Mm.
they like every quarter there's like a big flea market that sets up in Garden City Mall in Suva, so like down the road from Domodar City, and so. How can we order your Waka merch? So it'll be online at wakafarms.com/shop.
Shop.
All right, walkafarms.com/shop. The website is not live yet. There's a holding page, so if you go there, but it'll be live
Tomorrow.
tomorrow morning
Mm.
for you guys to go and order. So
Mm.
shipping to New Zealand, Australia, UK, US, and Canada,
Mm.
and Fiji's going to be free. So, but we are not actually going to be at the Garden City Market tomorrow. It's not on Saturday. The Garden City Market is on Sunday. So that was my bad. That was my misunderstanding. But yeah, so I don't know. Like, anyways, I own that because. But anyways, I just hope everybody knows if
Yeah.
you guys want to go check out or buy it in person. All of the merch is there for you guys to like, whether it's try it on or like see it or feel it. It'll be at the Tundra Pacific stall on Sunday at Garden City Market.
Yeah.
That makes sense?
Christine's like clarifying that. Come check out Thunder Pacific,
Yeah.
the Garden City Market
Yeah.
day on Sunday.
My bad.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Shout out to your boy for making that big mistake. Yeah. So yes. So if there's a bunch of people like want to order, if you guys have a bunch of people that want to like throw in and get a bunch of stuff to ship to New Zealand, that'd be awesome.
Mhm.
We could do that too. Australia, wherever it is. I ideally like it'd be nice to be able to like not have to charge so freaking much to ship to these countries, but it just is what it is. I think at this point.
Yeah.
Unless we have like people in each, which we could. I know there's some of you guys who live in these different nations. Like there's a huge amount of Fijians in like the UK. There's a lot of people in Australia, New Zealand, and Canada. So we could probably just like send bulk shipments like to these different countries and just like have people sell out of there. But that takes a lot of coordination. Why am I sweating so much? It's not even that hot out.
It's just hot.
Yeah, it was hot all day, and I'm just so hot.
You're just so hot. Yeah.
So hot.
So freaking hot.
It was so freaking hot. I'm so hot. Yeah. What was I? Yeah. So
that's our drop for tomorrow and on Sunday.
Yeah. So I'll be at the computer all day, just watching for like website failures and server crashes and stuff like that, because I'm sure something will happen or I've missed something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But Israel versus Palestine.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
The guys well, talk about like our fellow Fijians that were there. They were stuck there. They
they got
back.
home, eh?
Yeah, they got back. They did this whole big like a welcome ceremony at the Nandi airport.
Was Rambuka was there?
Yeah, he was there.
That's okay.
Mumu was there. So yeah.
Huh.
And yeah, it was sort of like a celebration, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Dude, that's a lot of people. Yeah.
And a lot of people there's half people like saying like why did the plane went there to pick them up.
Okay, so the thing is, if you actually watch what like it looks like at the like international airport in Tel Aviv right now, it's like normal.
It's normal.
Yeah, I was like, if you guys go online, this might get me a lot of hate, but I really like Rebel News. And so there's a guy who works for Rebel News who just flew into Tel Aviv last night to go to the front lines because that's his thing. He just goes to the craziest places. And Rebel News is like they report everything that the big news corporations don't want to report on. So like they don't get like I think they've been outlawed in like Australia and stuff like that because people like the journalists like the government in Australia has outlawed them from like featuring as or being like registered journalist association, I guess, stuff like that. So you guys drink kava? Yeah, it's coming actually. And so he was like, this is what it really looked like in Tel Aviv, and it's just like, and he's like, you'd think that the airport or like the airplanes going back to Israel would be totally empty because he thought he was going to be getting an empty flight. He said there wasn't a spare seat on the whole flight. He's like people like especially lots of men are like going back like just national pride to like sign up for the reserves or to like serve the country. Yeah, so he said it's just like, and it was just like walking through, it's like girls all done up in Gucci and freaking Versace and like dragging their Louis Vuitton bags to the airport. It's like normal.
Yeah,
like it looks like normal. So I think I was blown out of my mind thinking that like, Fiji Airways, like this like
Yep. Yep.
as they're like coming into the airport, just like dodging like these missiles. But it's really not like that. So shout out to like Fiji Airways and everybody
Yeah,
that's part
man.
of that. But it's still like I'm just saying like I don't think it's actually
Big deal.
as crazy as we all like are like
I think
thinking
like
making it out to
the
be. And like
media,
media wants
is
to like
true,
make it look like that, right?
true,
Too.
true. Bro, I was watching like this bunch of reporters on CNN and ABC's. Like, man, they're just milking it, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like they dodging, diving. It's like from the sounds of it, it's like like a mile away from them. Like the sound. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-mm.
It's coming, everybody. It's coming.
Excited about the weekend game that's coming up.
Yeah, man. It's gonna be.
What's it
Oh,
got?
Bula, everybody.
Hold on.
Bula. Bula. Yeah. Okay. All right. It's sweet, very sweet.
Sweetie. Yeah, boleh.
So you should sell some waka coming too. Yeah, that'll come. That'll come one day. Indeed, it will come. Yeah. So what do we got? What do we got to talk about today?
Yeah, just what do you think about the games for this weekend?
Oh,
Who's
yeah,
gonna
right.
win it? Like between Ireland and New Zealand, I feel like that's a big game right now this weekend. Yeah, well,
Bula. So with Ireland, New Zealand, I think Ireland will win. I think they have to win, and I'm cheering for Ireland, obviously, like over New Zealand. But New Zealand is like they're very sneaky right now. They seem to be coming up. They're a very good tournament team, which is not the same thing you can say Ireland. So that's the thing. Like both, like who Fiji's playing, England is also a very good tournament team, and so where we see maybe Fiji getting tired, as people are saying, in the last couple games, like England is getting better, and so I think a lot of people think like England's got the easiest path to the semifinals out of any team. But yeah, it really depends. I mean, Fiji's also. I heard a guy talking about it as a really really good description. He was like the Fijian rugby like 15s team is kind of like piglets, like baby pigs. And so, have you seen this? No. And so I was like, where is he going with this? I'm like, okay, bro, be careful how you compare, like who you compare people to, right?
Yep.
But it's like basically like they only run as fast as they need to just to basically stay out of your grasp. Like when you're chasing, chasing like little pigs, like around the village, like they're just always just in front when you're like chasing. It's like, and you can never actually catch them, but they never get way in front. But they're always like just in front of you, and so that's kind of like Fiji. We just like rise up to the level that we need to play at just to get by, and like, we kind of saw that with Georgia.
Sure.
Right? Sure. Like think about all the games. I think it's like this perfect description. Like Wales, like we just squeaked by. Like we did win that game.
Yeah.
It's an L, but like everybody knows if it wasn't for the ref, that would have been a win. So we took the L, but like we just gave it enough. Australia, we just gave it enough. Georgia, we just gave it enough. Portugal, we just gave it enough, and we lost. But it's just like it's like we just like we're able to just play that. We're
never really give that gap.
Yeah, never just destroy teams. Like we should destroy or like lose really really badly to like really good teams. It's always like we just kind of raise our game as far as we need to, so as to not be embarrassed or whatever. So All Blacks all the way. Okay, Melina, you can welcome to leave the chat. Thank you very much for joining. Bye bye. No, I'm just kidding. It's been,
Ireland's gonna win.
You know where this comes from? A lot of this comes from our fathers, I think. Like all my teams that I cheer for are the same teams that my dad taught me to cheer for. Did your dad cheer for Ireland, or you're your own man?
No, myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was
How's it
because
feel to be like separated
mm,
from your father?
I've been separated my whole life, so
Yee.
the prodigals.
Individualistic.
Okay, wait. But
Caroline Rippey, thank
I've
you for joining from San Francisco. But who are you going to be? Who do you cheer for? Ireland. Okay, guys, who do you cheer for? Let's. I want to see it actually in the chat.
mm,
You guys choose the All Blacks or Ireland,
mm,
right? All
mm,
Blacks, Ireland.
mm.
If we get more All Blacks comments, I'll take 2 Milos in a row. So I don't think, but I think that's my confidence. I wouldn't say that because I think everybody here is cheering for Ireland. Maybe a few of you All Black supporters, but
Spam the chat, guys.
yeah, spam the chat. Spam the chat.
Oh, did you read that article about? I left it there on the drive about the game France and Springboks. So the headline is: If you touch the head, it's a red card. France warned Springboks about Antoine Dupont's face.
Oh,
Yeah. So
what do you mean? Like just for him?
yeah, just for him.
What?
That's it.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna read this
What?
article out. France
Okay, here we go. Here we go. We got people coming in. All right. All right. Ireland. Beta, come on, All Blacks. Sheesh, man. You disappointed me, man.
I'll let
Dude, I
you.
was in your wedding party. You can't cheer for the All Blacks, bro. Ireland. Yes, Caroline. Yes. Good job. Good job. And how about here? Do we have any comments coming in there yet or no?
Not yet. Not
No?
yet. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
YouTube's quiet.
YouTube, come on, YouTube.
Oh
Jeez.
well, I'll let you read that article out. It's right at the bottom of the
Okay,
sports.
okay.
So yeah, it's only from what I've read. It's only from for Dupont. So if you touch his face, hit his face, you'll be getting a red card.
That's weird.
Mm.
Dude, how about Rugby Pass, man? They're basically taking over everything.
Oh, they're really good.
Everything rugby now.
Mm.
Like everything's being all the rugby podcasts are being signed to Rugby Pass, and they're basically going to be content for rugby. France captain Antoine Dupont remains in contention to be involved in Sunday's World Cup quarterfinal against South Africa. Blah 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 blah. We've been talking for 2 weeks now. Antoine is doing very well. So just so you guys know, he shattered his face. Basically, he fractured his jaw 2 weeks ago in a game, and he's going to be playing tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
No, with Fiji.
Sunday.
What is the schedule here? RWC 2024 schedule. Who says schedule also? Do you guys know anybody who says schedule?
Schedule.
Freaking takes me off when I hear people say schedule. This guy here, Wales.
France, South Africa, Monday the 16th.
Yeah. So with Fiji. So Fiji's game is in 3 and they're playing at 7.
Okay. On Monday. Dude, freaking so exciting, dude. Who's not going to church this Sunday, hey? Who's going to be late for church at least? Who's going to be late for church?
Just open up the live.
I'm going to the Church of Hard Knocks. So yeah, for the Francis captain, he shattered his face. He's going to be playing again. It's crazy. So Dupont has been trying out various forms of facial protection since his injury, but back rower Gregory Aldritz has no concerns about his captain being exposed to further damage if he declares himself fit to tackle the bruising box. We know that in rugby, if you touch the head, it's a red card. Yeah. Okay. So the thing is you are also playing the Springboks, which probably one of the most physical teams in the Rugby World Cup, I'd say. Okay. Yeah. Hey, Fuzzy, how are you? Fuzzy, who are you going to be cheering for? Are you going to be cheering for Ireland or New Zealand? If you cheer for New Zealand, you're welcome to leave the chat. What's next? Just so hard on all the All Blacks. So yeah, the numbers are going down. Oh, I see they're going away. Bye. Bye, All Blacks fans.
Speaking of All Blacks, who's the guy, the number 10 or number 9, the bald guy at the corner? The is it Aboriginal?
Oh yeah.
Telea. Yeah, he's not playing this.
He's not playing.
Yeah.
Oh, is he doing stand up with Dave Chappelle? His brother?
He broke curfew.
Dude, he looks like Dave Chappelle every time I see him. I'm like, Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
He-
he broke curfew. Yeah,
He broke
That's-
what?
that curfew or something like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he went somewhere. Like
No, he went to the happy
yeah,
dance.
New
place?
Zealand coach Ian Foster would not reveal the exact nature of Tele's minor indiscretion,
Unreal.
but Kiwi media reported that he had broken curfew ahead of the clash with world number one Ireland in Paris.
What an idiot.
It's
What an
nothing
idiot.
major, but enough to keep him out of the selection this week.
AKA, it's very major because we kept him out of the selection.
We still love him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, that's like, yeah, okay. That's okay.
That's how strict they are, right?
Yeah, it's good. You have to have standards.
Mm.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's great. That's just breaking curfew. It's like, oh, okay, yeah, you're not playing the major game, but he's been really good.
He's been really good.
He's really
yeah.
fast in his
yeah.
feet. The way he
Is Caleb Clark in the All Blacks?
Caleb.
Let's see.
Yeah, can you look into that? Is Caleb Clark on the rugby on the? Has he been in the squad?
From
Hmm.
what I can see on the squad, he's not there.
No.
No, not even on the.
So his
squad.
replacement is Fine.
Fainga'anuku?
Yeah, Fainga'anuku.
Okay.
Shoot, how do you pronounce it?
Fainga'anuku.
Anuku.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a really good player too.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Bro, like-
How many people do you have on YouTube?
7.
All right.
Yeah. We'll walk a family, all the kids. Yeah. Emerald Island all the way. All Blacks can go home after. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
There
They
we go.
should.
This is like a replay of the 2015
Third
World
day,
Cup final.
Sunday.
Right.
I'm gonna be crying, bro. I'm gonna be crying. Oh my
Are you gonna be up for the game or no?
Yeah. It's 7. It's 7 o'clock.
Oh,
right?
7. Sure,
Yeah,
good.
so
You're good.
Sitting in church at the back.
You're good.
I'll be crying, just like lifting my hands. Thank you.
Bulere
Yeah.
Maitau from Ireland. Peter, why did you use a German flag?
Hey.
You use a German flag, but you say you're from Ireland.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, I know my flags, dude. Don't joke with me, man. And Bulere from Ireland, German flag.
Hey,
The Germans taking over Ireland now too.
Forever
Sheesh.
taking Ireland, man. Hey, I read the article today about there's 3 Fijians that have been missing in sea for 9 days,
Wow.
and they've just been found. Like,
What, they got found?
yeah,
Shoot. Well, that's good. Man.
so the article read 3 Fijians have been rescued about 277.8 kilometers northwest of Essaouira after being lost at sea
Northwest. Whoa.
in their 8.5-meter wooden fishing boat for 9 days.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah. It's a yeah, I don't know if it has any fuel though. Yeah. Okay, sure.
Yeah. The Republic of Fiji Navy says in coordinate between Rescue Nation, Center, New Zealand, Fishermen were located by Royal New Zealand Air Force crew on Wednesday at around midday. Whoa. The fishermen aboard the Lewa left Lautoka
All aboard the
planning to
Lewa.
go fishing
All
at
aboard.
Nanuya Island in the Sour Group for up to 2 weeks, but their boat encountered engine problems and was drifting at sea.
Oh, I will say bulletin. Oh,
They say they were carrying life jackets. Okay, good.
oh,
And
good.
flares,
Okay.
but had no locator beacons or communications equipment other than a mobile phone, which was believed to have run out of battery. Yeah. They say another fishing boat searched for the Lewa over several days, but this search in poor weather conditions was unsuccessful.
Hmm.
Well, imagine just like getting lost at sea. Would you survive
Huh?
being lost like that if you were
Only if I'm on the Lewa, I think.
only on the Lewa?
Only on the Lewa. That's why they had hope, I think.
Because it was the Lewa.
It was the Lewa.
Mm.
Yeah.
The Lewa brought them back.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's crazy. They Fijians?
Fijians. Yeah. Fijians. And yeah, the Air New Zealand Force found them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. That's
Oh, okay. So
crazy.
where did you say? Where did you say? I
Uh,
wish that we could just like switch. One day we'll get like live switches so we can take you guys like to screens and stuff like that. But because I want to look up on the map like what we're looking at for location
Yeah,
wise.
left the other
You said what? Northwest? What did
Yeah.
you say?
Yeah, north.
How many kilometers?
8.5 oh, sorry. 277.8 kilometer northwest of Yasawira.
Oh, so Yasawira.
So it's a pretty nice boat, though. I bet they'll survive.
290 something.
Yeah, they could have like. Oh, and they made like this. What do you call that thing? The sailor,
Sale.
the sails.
Oh, really?
It was like a tarpaulin or
So just so you
something.
guys like understand, that's kind of like how far away roughly they would have been, where the end of that line is. Okay, can you see it there,
Yeah,
dude? That's in the middle of freaking nowhere.
nowhere.
They're nowhere. And how were they found?
The New Zealand Force, New Zealand Air Force. Sorry.
Dude, that's
Yeah,
crazy how we
found
can
them.
find people in the ocean, man.
Yeah, and look at the picture. If you had to look at the picture, though, they were like sunning the fish on top of the boat.
Really?
Ikaw besa.
Boy, old school, eh?
Ikaw besa on the top of the boat. Yeah, she's so out
Man,
there.
by that time they're like almost halfway to Vanuatu, man. Man,
Ooh. Did,
that's
did
crazy.
you imagine being lost in sea?
Just like,
What would you probably do? Just praying all day?
yeah. Uh,
Are you gonna be singing that song?
what song? Which one?
Steve's song.
Yeah, right, Andy. Right? Um, I don't know. What would I do if I was lost at sea? How many of them was it?
How many? I think it's shoot. Three Fijians.
3 of them.
Wow.
So like basically like what you got to do, I think, in that situation is you kind of got to decide. Like, so this is if you guys are. Is that one?
Mm-hmm.
No. Yeah. Um, what you do in that situation is the 3 of you kind of have to come up with a way to decide like who you kind of have to come up. Yeah, you have to just come up with like a few like physical challenges to figure out which one of you is the weakest. And because that would
And
help
eat
you.
them.
Yeah, well, yeah, that kind of helps you know like who's going to be first on the menu, like when things go bad, right?
But at this,
So I say I'd like, well, because you're in a boat, so I think you just have to go with like push-ups and maybe like tricep dips,
Yeah.
probably, and then like whoever can do the most like win,
yeah,
and then like the last 2 they battle it out, right?
if we coming up with those games, like, all right,
Yeah, pretty much.
because it'll mess you up in mental.
Yeah, like
too,
probably
right?
knot tying competitions. I probably have a couple knot tying competitions so
Mm.
that we can like see like who's gonna be the most helpful if you
Mm.
live, like because you need knots. You need to knots when competition, knot tying competition. It may be like, yeah, a cooking competition,
Cooking
probably.
competition.
So like who can make the best recipe that would be probably for the person who
Mm.
loses,
Mm.
right?
But they had
So
a
you need somebody who can like help you out with the sales, somebody who can tie knots and stuff like that. And the person who's weakest at these different challenges, they be the first on the menu. Like,
Mm.
I think that's what I would do.
they have like a ton of fish supply, so they're on like stress about the food. I guess they're just signing on top of
Mr.
the roof.
Aziz Bulaf, to you. Thank you for watching.
They're
Appreciate the
eating
support.
dry fish.
What's that?
Eating dry fish.
Yeah.
That's how our ancestors did it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bet they'd be drinking their own pee for
Yeah.
water.
So if you guys see what's going on right now, if you hear the noise, where are they right now?
Yeah, down there.
Oh, down
They're
there.
setting up the something tent, I guess.
So now everybody's figured out that I have this post hole digger because I took it to the village workday the other day.
Mm.
And so you'll
now
never
they
see
know.
them dig another post again in their life.
Ah,
Now we're all going to be using that
Yeah.
thing for digging. They're like, can we use it to dig some holes for the shed? Like, yeah, sure, go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
But if I'm honest with everybody, I think
Hmm.
it kind of like, I'm like, it's hard. It's hard to like give stuff away sometimes, you know?
Hmm.
Yeah. but I just I count it as like the village tax.
Would you say that's the downside of living in the village?
Yeah, I would say for sure.
Get
Yeah, for
to
me.
share.
Yeah, because and so guys, take this. You guys can roast me in the comments, whatever. But for a lot of people who live overseas and come back to the village, or people who just live in the village setting, so when I was a mechanic, you'll be able to relate with this, I guess what I'm saying. When I was a mechanic, there was kind of this unspoken rule, you borrow a tool once from somebody, it's okay. You borrow it twice, you got to start looking into pricing. You borrow it 3 times, the next time you got to buy it yourself. So you can usually use it a couple times, and you just know it's unreasonable to keep asking for it. At least in the mechanic industry. And so when you move into the village, though, if I I kind of have the things that we need right now. We got the tractor, chainsaw, post hole digger, grass cutter, lawnmower, and brush cutter. It's when you're the person with the stuff, like everybody will come to ask for you. Now I have an axe that's a one that I brought from Canada, and so it's a really nice heavy sledge axe, not a cutting axe what we all have in Fiji is a chopping axe. It's for chopping down trees. It's very the thing is very slender. Mine, the one if you want a splitting axe, they're actually really really wide. They're actually shaped like that. They're sharp at the end, but then they go wide very fast. So I have one of those, and nobody has bought an axe now. It just everyone has an axe. I'm being very very real with everybody right now. Spear gun, flashlight for spear gun fishing. Um, all of this stuff is when you're the person, because I'll when I came, I didn't have a spear gun, so I borrowed one. After borrowing it twice, then I went and saved. I bought my own stuff, built my own spear gun out of just stuff around here, and the trigger mechanism. And then I borrowed Toshiba for diving. Then I went and bought it. And so so that's kind of been my philosophy is you borrow it a couple times, but that's enough. After a while, you stop asking for it, or then you go buy your own.
Yeah.
Because that's just a mooch in my mind. So coming from that mooch, not wanting to be like a mooch, which is a person who just always takes and takes.
Yeah.
I have this mentality. It's hard to break that you end up being the person that has the stuff, and so everybody can come to you to ask for stuff, but then you never actually need to go and ask other people for stuff. And so it's all one-way traffic, because um because now I've over the last 4 years, I've accumulated it. Now I have it, and so it's I don't feel like I should go and ask people for stuff anymore, and I don't need to, right? But it's not the same for them. And so yeah, I'm just saying I have to fight that battle in my own mind. So you have an axe to grind. Frick, Norm. Yes, I do have an axe to grind, Norm. Yeah. So those of you who live in these communal settings will understand, I guess. And the thing is, a lot of people have stuff one guy will have an axe, another guy will have the file, another guy will have the chainsaw, and there's not really many situations where one person who has everything in the village. So we're in a very small village. I'm fortunate enough to have most of the things that I need when it comes to tooling. Which is it's difficult. So usually there's a give and a take, right? I'll borrow your file, you'll borrow my axe, then I'll go borrow his chainsaw, but then I'll go help him with the stuff. And so I have little time and lots of things to make my time very efficient. So when I go out and dig holes, if we're doing fencing, I can dig 10 times as many as you can in an hour because I have the machine. But then the machine is now going to get borrowed because it's been seen. So does that make sense? I sound like a terrible person. But it just feels sometimes I have nothing to ask for, but everything to give. And so that is something that I think a lot of people struggle with when they come back. That we have all these oh, Fiji is beautiful, Fiji the way the world should be. and then like until you actually come back, you're like, oh, I didn't realize that was actually going to be hard for me, right? Like I love the Solivaki and the different, like communal ways that we live together.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's tough. Sometimes it's tough. Because like the thing is, if those guys break that machine right now, who's gonna fix it? Me. Like that's what happens, and so that's like, um, a lot of times I will just say no, because like I'll give my chainsaw, it'll come back with like a missing muffler bolt. Not a big deal, but then I can't use it, so I gotta go buy, and muffler bolt's like $13 or $16 or whatever. So it's still like, yeah, it's. I think maybe I'm just saying something. Maybe I'm saying something. Xing out my, and maybe I'm just saying something that a lot of people can relate with. I don't know, and I think this is also a reason why a lot of people move out of the village too, is because of this mentality. Like you end up just
no one can move.
No one can move ahead,
up.
right? Because like, oh, you buy the chainsaw because you want to, start building your house, and now you have a chainsaw. It's like, yeah, now I can cut down some bush. I can start doing my farming. Somebody else asks for the chainsaw. They break the chainsaw, and then you don't have any money to fix the chainsaw. Now you're back to the same stage. And so what it takes is either the ability to say no, or the ability to just keep repairing the stuff, or like giving away, knowing that it might get damaged and that won't be the same when it comes back. And so every time I give something, like when my uncle came and asked me for that, I love him very, very much. Actually, we have a very good relationship, but it is something that every time somebody asks, I'm like, okay, if it breaks, like, can I handle the, what is like, what's going to happen after that? Can I fix it? Do I need it the next day? If I need it like the next day, probably not going to let you use it. You know what I mean? Because yeah, it's just all these different things about like village living and like communal life that can be hard. But like we don't pay mortgage here. I don't pay rent. I don't pay for electricity or water. So it's like, okay, how much you gonna complain, dude? Because there's also a lot of awesome things about living in the village, right? So
there's another thing too. Like we can't ever like judge our own families, right?
Yeah.
That mentality, like.
So I do that actually.
But you do that.
I do that because I heard that it was being But like, he's like, we can't do that. I'm like, no, I do.
Yeah, but like, I bet in general, like a lot of people can't just like ask.
No, I did it for like a very little while, and then you know what happened? People stopped borrowing it. Because I was like, because I bought the brush cutter, then all of a sudden everybody wanted to use the brush cutter. I was like, okay, that's fine. $7 for a compound. If you want to borrow a brush cutter, it's totally fine. Buy your own premix, but you give me $7, then I give you the brush cutter. And that's because I heard in a village in Narelangi, that's what they do. There's only a few guys who have brush cutters, but nobody buys their own anymore. They just pay those guys to come, and they pay them like $10 a compound, I think. So like that's like, I think it's like $7 to, it's whatever. But it comes, they actually do the work. They buy the premix, but they do the work. I'm like, that makes sense. Because like, they're not cheap. They're like $700 for a brush cutter, $800. And so it's like, that you have to cut a lot of grass to pay that off, and if it breaks, somebody got to fix it. And so the thing that actually is disappointing about this, and where classic, Fijian, is people just end up lying to each other. Like, can I borrow your axe? It's like, no, I don't know where it is. Actually, it's lost. Somebody took it. It's like, but it's right in your house. Or like, like I see this like all the time, where we'll just like straight up lie. No, sorry, I'm using it. Or like, no, it's broken. Like it needs to be fixed. And it's like whatever the thing is, and it's like then you just end up like sinning. So it's like, let your no be no and your yes be yes, kind of thing. And so
well, it's not. I don't know why, but it's hard for them to say no.
Yeah, but I don't like saying no. Like I want to give it away. I'm just thinking about like, I also need that thing. Like it was bought for a purpose, so I can't just give it away without thinking about like what might happen. So yeah, and the thing that I need to get better at is just asking people to do stuff for me, because that's one thing a lot of people are willing to do, is like help you out, because time is like something that they have lots of. And so yeah, but I just feel like I don't if 5 people come to help me, like I pay them or
Mm.
like give them a contract or something.
Mm.
Whereas like most people in the village, like if one of the uncles wants the boys to do something, they'll just go. Never mind, like he'll just whether he gives them grog or lunch or something.
Yeah.
Even if he gives them nothing, like they'll just go and do it. And so, but I feel bad doing that, but I just need to get better at being like, okay, guys, I need help. Like, come help me
Yeah.
do this.
Yeah.
Um, but then you really see, like, when we have any songo or any functions or anything, like, once we, then everybody's here to help with cooking, and then they help with, like setting everything up and
Mm.
doing the dishes and
Mm.
chopping all the
Everybody
stuff. You know what I
just
mean?
knows where to go.
Yeah. So it's like, I'm ranting about this for a long time, but maybe you guys can relate with this, who
Mm.
live in the village or came from the village.
Mm.
What is it like for those of you? Like, I'm actually really serious. Like, I see, a lot of my Indo-Fijian brothers and sisters on here, at least on Facebook. Like, what is it actually like for you guys in the Indo-Fijian community? So in the Itauke community, you guys just heard what it's like lots of like borrowing of each other's things, and then like
Mm.
uncles or elders just being able to tell like the younger generation to go and do this, go do that. Like, your time is of no value. Um, Speaking in that way. And then like when it comes to functions, like we all come together. Is
Mm.
it like that? Like, are these feelings like felt, like the feelings that I'm feeling, are they felt in the Indo-Fijian community? Like, what do you think?
What do you
They
think?
are.
Yeah,
They are.
yeah,
It's quite the same actually. Like for if in my case, like if my extended family gets together for a function, everyone's gonna help out with everything.
mm.
And then like if we don't have something, we borrow it from this uncle, if things like that. So
That's
basically,
Sam, by the way.
hey everyone.
Right.
So yeah, it's basically the same.
Mm.
Just I guess in some cases a lot smaller scale
Right.
than village functions.
Yeah.
Like at some village
So
functions, you get like 100+ people.
because a lot of like Indo-Fijians don't like, there are definitely villages out there. Like,
Mhm.
there's people who live in like a village setting. So I'm just gonna make this easier to turn back and forth. Perfect. Um, like, is it okay? Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, nice. Yee! What's up? Mm. So because you used to live on the outskirts of Lambasa, right?
Yeah.
But close to lots of family.
Mhm.
So do you guys go back and forth to each other's houses
Oh yeah,
to borrow stuff, or like he has that, and like go get
definitely.
it from him? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
If they don't give the stuff, they'll bring the stuff with them. Like if we need tools, if I needed to borrow tools for construction from my uncle,
Yeah.
he'd bring it with him
Okay.
and he'd operate it himself,
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
and then he'd take it back
But he
again.
won't really give it. Just
No.
like oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's another way to kind of save your equipment.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
guess.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing, is like when people have to do stuff, like I'm doing a live right now, right? And they want to borrow the postal digger. So I'm like, I'm not going down there to like do that right now. So yeah, the time thing is a bit touchy.
Mhm.
Yeah. But we try our best. Try our best.
Mm. Got this article, funny
Yeah.
article though.
Okay.
Do you know what's the California's new secret weapon in fighting against wildfires?
Hater tears. I don't know.
Goats.
Goats?
Goats.
Oh.
Crazy goats
Oh,
are
yeah.
becoming a common sight in Los Angeles. Can this ancient solution to wildfires really prevent ever bigger, fiercer blazes?
Dude, no.
So it was an old, like ancient
This
thing.
is some tree
Yeah.
hugger shenanigans right
California has been at the epicenter of battling wildfires, which have become more frequent, more destructive, and larger since 1980. So it has been like happening like back like in those days,
there. Right.
and now they've been doing researches, and now they're bringing it back. So they they bring a bunch of herd of like grazing goats,
Yeah.
and then just like let them go out in the bushes and like clean up
That's
all the
actually quite a good idea. It would make
Yeah.
like a fire
There,
pit.
there's just simply no way that there's enough goats to actually like minimize. Like, you know what I mean?
Keep the vegans.
Yeah, like the goats. Well, there's not enough goats.
There's companies they started like companies of goats grazing. Like, hey, you want to hire?
Really?
Yeah,
Dude,
And
that's a
they'll
good
come-
side hustle, eh?
Yeah.
What if we
that's
can
so
start
good.
that in Fiji? Just like have a truck with goats, and you just take it around
Take it
to
around.
graze, cut people's grass, release it.
Goats, like if you need your land to be fertilized, we got some like a bunch of chickens and pigs. Yeah. Hiya. Wait, that be such
Like 2 cows,
Yeah.
10 goats, 10 sheep, and
Yeah.
20 chickens. You just open the back of the truck, just Noah's Ark, just vroom, and
and
then like load them back up at the end of the day again.
Would you ever like try and like breed goats here?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do on our pastures over here.
Oh, so goats too.
Was we're gonna interbreed.
Intertwined.
Interbreed cows and goats. It's gonna be very interesting.
Man.
Yeah, yeah.
What's the most funniest story you've ever heard this week? Do you have any funny story or article that you've heard about this week?
Funniest thing that I've heard. So I guess just off the top of my head, I saw that like we were talking about on our podcast yesterday. But a meme, the ADHD meme, that I was like, I saw it and I was like, I showed it to Steph and she was like, oh, that is definitely you. I don't think I have ADHD, but it's a guy. It's Walter from Breaking Bad. The main character off of Breaking Bad, and I don't know what movie it's from. It's definitely from a movie, but like he in this meme, he goes to change a light bulb, and then he like unscrews the light bulb, and the holder for the light bulb is loose. He's like, because all he need to do is change the light bulb, right? He goes, goes down, goes into the drawer to get the screwdriver, and say, he's like, and then he has to go get the CRC, like the lubricant from the garage. He goes to get the CRC, and the cam's empty. Like, oh. And then he goes to get the keys for the car, and he gets into his car, and he goes to start the car. It's like, and it's like something's wrong with the car.
Oh man!
And then the next scene is like his wife walking in. It's like, "Hey, are you gonna change the light bulb?" And he like rolls out from under the car. He's like, "What do you think I'm doing?" And he got the engine pulled out of the car, and the transmission's on the floor. Yeah. What does it look like I'm doing? He like freaks out at her, and it's just like, that's me, like to a T. Sometimes it's like I'll be doing something. Like yesterday, I came home late from Mombasa, and I had to like unload the truck. And then I came home, and I see like everything's just sitting out, and so then I like start putting things back in the tool shed, then start like organizing the tool shed. Then I got to like wash some tools off, then get that done. Like half an hour later, and then I'm back to like bringing the groceries in from the truck. It's like,
bro,
it's
you
ridiculous.
had this aura last night, like
God,
it was like
of positivity.
no. I came out of the room like I felt like something different inside.
Oh,
the house.
really?
Like he was just like holding the bucket, was like grunting, put down the bucket. Didn't even want to talk to anybody. He's like, who is that? Went to Steph, like Steph. Like, hey, what's going on with that guy? Like, no, just chill. Whatever you do, don't play your music right now. This
Dude, that song is the worst. Dude, I'm so sick of that
don't
song.
comment my song. Don't comment my
That
song,
song
man.
is
You even
played,
come on now.
overplayed.
So I have this playlist, right? I've been playing it for a couple of days. Oh, it is a playlist, but I kept one song like replayed. Yeah.
It's a playlist of one.
And I've been playing it for these past few days because I've just been working on like the photos for the website. And then Steph just walked in the room like, Tui, not today. That guy over there is on to something right now. So whatever you do, don't play your songs tonight. I was like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. What's up with him? I don't know what's up with him.
Yep.
And then
That's
Steph
me.
walks back out, and I just started humming. It's like, don't even hum. Don't even try to hum. Whatever.
She's
you
like,
do.
what? Bring Nazis over here.
Oh man,
So strict.
Yeah.
You cannot hum the wrong songs when you live there.
But okay, ADHD, right?
Yeah.
What's the difference between ADHD and OCD?
Ooh.
Yeah, Steph, what's the difference between ADHD and OCD? Come talking to the mic. ADHD is like you can't focus on one. OCD is like you're hyper particular about everything.
Well,
Right?
OCD is actually like a disorder that like you cannot stop yourself.
ADHD is
No, I'm saying listen. OCD, people will say if they're very particular human beings, they'll say I'm really OCD. But technically, OCD is someone that like can't leave the house unless they've washed their hands 15 times.
oh, I see. Okay.
They
Yeah.
cannot do certain things without doing the thing that they mentally have to accomplish before they leave the
Right.
house. So it's actually a disorder.
Right.
When we say, "Oh, I'm OCD," you're trying to like claim that you're overly particular.
Yeah,
ADHD,
there's too many people who say that. It's like you're not OCD.
you're not OCD. Most people don't have that. It's a very
Like, do you when you
uncommon
say like,
thing.
oh yeah, like do you count the number of times you have to shake your head? Like me, like 1, 2, 3,
Yeah,
4, 5.
yeah, exactly. And then
No, I'm
ADHD
just kidding. I don't.
is just somebody. It's a way that your brain functions, and you're very distractible, and
oh, okay.
you know, there's actually there's a lot of studies that go into it, but it's just the way that like your brain processes things and you latch onto things and you can go jump from one thing to the other. Normally ADHD
Yeah.
moods are very like swingy, like some days you're very high, some days you can be really low. There's a lot that goes with it. So I would say John, that you're not ADHD. I would say you're just very distractible. Yeah. But yeah.
Okay, you can leave now.
Love you.
Love you too. Oh.
My funny story. This. Oh yeah. What do you call it?
Norm Lee says the difference between ADHD and OCD is the fact that squirrel. Squirrel. Let's go ride bikes. Yeah. Hey, let's go ride bikes. Oh, that's for the kids. Here, give that here. Actually, I could probably use that. A fidget spinner.
I love this.
I used to have a fidget ring.
I need one of those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like a real one.
Where'd you get this?
Genuine. The kids got it. The old fidget spinner, huh?
How? How from who?
No, too.
It's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
Imagine if it was big. You could put it in product.
Oh, so true. Yeah, you could just like spin your product on there.
Mm-hmm.
You can actually get special rotates like for camera.
Yeah, I saw
They're
it
like,
on Amazon.
okay, yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Which would be good for product shots and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like Dory from Finding Nemo, exactly like Dory from Finding Nemo. Yeah.
Oh.
Dude, look at the bearings on this thing though.
Oh, that's nice.
I got a funny story
Okay.
here. Bulare may taviuni. Not a question, but a story. My dad, who's 58, who lives in the States, has an online family tree that my sister and I usually update in Fiji, so he can stay in the loop. I adopted a cat earlier this year, Azrael, the name,
Yeah.
and my sister thought it'd be funny to add him, Azrael, to my branch of my family tree and sent it to me as a joke, but forgot to remove it. Now, my old man, my father, this great great man from Sianganga, who I love so very much, saw it this week and took as an announcement about a prospective grandchild and had started purchasing baby stuff on Amazon.
No. Where'd you get this from?
So today, as a friend of mine,
Oh.
so today he's been asking me all day on whether there is in fact a bun in the oven or should he cancel all this baby stuff he's ordered. Gotta love our fathers. Oh man, this is crazy story.
That just went too far. Too far.
This goes to people who love cats. Like they love their kids so dearly they would call their cats their son and daughter.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well, that's
I
that's
mean,
your
yeah,
that's your first
guilty,
mistake.
yeah.
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 I'm
Wow.
very guilty of that.
Dude.
Sam, yeah, right here.
Everybody like they're like my son or they're like my child. It's like yeah, until you have a real child, then they're no longer like your child.
But imagine that if he didn't ask though, and he bought all those stuffs and just send it over. It's like, "Oh, this is for the
What's up, 2G? What's up, Leila?
This is for your
Norm,
new
bun in
baby."
the oven. Bun in the oven.
That's
So
funny.
I don't know I actually want to know what is this family tree building website that they use, because I want to know. I want to do one.
You want to do one?
Yeah, I do.
Hmm. It's interesting.
Free family
what-
tree maker
if you're in here,
on
still
Canva.
here, like what family tree website or like whatever that
Hi
you
D,
use
thank you for
online,
watching the videos. We appreciate you.
please put it on the chat. It's
Your viewers. Oh
very
my
not
gosh, my
really-
dad is watching.
There's
Shoot,
My
guys.
Heritage.
My Heritage.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh,
that's the first thing that I found when I searched it up.
Oh.
DNA Weekly.
wow.
Okay, so I'm actually gonna
So, yeah,
do this. I'm
remember
doing
we
this.
were talking-
Canva has it. Canva.
We were talking about family trees, man.
Yeah,
It used to be a huge thing back in the days.
to build a family tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I remember like when I was like in primary school to like draw all these bunch
Yeah.
of cool things. But my dad has an like A3.
Oh, like an actual physical family tree.
Yeah.
Like written out.
Yeah, it's like from my
Wow.
great grandfathers.
That'd be so helpful in Fiji.
Oh
Yeah.
Like when you talk about somebody, it's like, oh yeah, oh Louis so and so. It's like Louis so and so.
Yeah.
What's my grandfather's brother, sister,
Yeah.
cousin. I'm younger.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm.
My grandmother and his great grandfather,
Yeah.
and you're like, oh,
Oh.
fourth cousin. Yeah.
Oh man.
Or like, oh, yeah.
Sometimes I would just be like, oh,
Okay, all right.
Oh,
Thank
so-
you, grandma.
all
Thank you,
right.
grandma.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we
amazing.
related.
It's amazing. Like my grandfather when he was still alive, man, he'd be like telling me all these stories. Like, oh, you mean you were there? It's like, did you know that you're related to those guys? Next
Mm.
time when you go there, say hi, tell my name.
Right.
Boy, okay.
Not even that it's not. No, actually, no. It's interesting. It's just like it's not actually put you to sleep. It's just like it's almost overwhelming. Like the amount of history that I mean, Fiji's so small, right? Uraya, how's it going? Vivita, Roy, D, what up? Family trees.
Mm.
Yeah. So, what have you thought about the Israel-Palestine stuff going on this week?
Man, it's an eye opener.
Which side are you on?
I don't even know which side I'm on
Don't say anything.
anymore. Yeah, I used to like. I used to think like Israel
Right,
is on the good side,
right.
but after like just seeing the news and like, man,
But-
X on X, bro, like all other stuff on X is not censored, like the news.
What do you mean?
I mean, like just seeing
Oh,
like, a
X.
yeah, X
I
Twitter.
thought you said like Acts, like the book of Acts.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
oh,
X
it's not
on Twitter.
censored.
Yeah.
Like,
Bro,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
be seeing like dead bodies and like on my timeline, just like
Oh,
on
really?
both sides, even like on Palestine side, how like this media is just like one sided.
Chilo, Chilo. Hey, Chilo. Okay, come here. Come, sit there. You have to say hello to everybody.
Hello.
You don't have to. Actually, do you want to or no? Huh?
Mm.
You do?
Yeah.
So, what are you guys doing right now? We should do another podcast one day, huh?
When?
When you want, when you're ready. Eh?
Siapa?
Huh?
Friday?
Saturday?
Yeah.
Eh? Okay.
Podcast. On the mango tree there at night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or we do it here again. What should be our topic for our next podcast?
Here.
Or here? We could do it here too. We smack juice together. That'd be fun. Okay, go play.
Ih,
Dude.
sangkai itu lah.
Yeah, he's thanks. Sheesh.
Yeah, like it's crazy, man. Like I used to think like Israel was like the great, like
Right.
the innocent one,
Right.
but
This goes back like just so far though. Like it goes back like BC, like before Christ.
Mm.
Like it goes so much further than like just what's going on right now. Like there is definitely atrocities being committed, like firing missiles and stuff into innocent civilians. But this is like this goes back to like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. That time. Like when they were like in the Bible times. Like where like the land was all divided. Then like Saul, because Saul, then David, then Solomon, right?
Mm.
So there was King Saul, and then King David. Obviously, we all know about David. Then Solomon. Solomon built the temple in Jerusalem, right?
Mm.
Yeah, so which made Jerusalem like the holy city basically. And then like somewhere it was in Judges where like they split Israel, like Israel, like the country basically gets, or the area gets split in two. Like it was originally like I think Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, they settled. It was like the borders. It was called Canaan in the Bible, and that was like the borders of like Syria, modern day Israel, and Egypt and Jordan or something like that. Like it was that kind of general area.
Mm.
Yeah. Then temple.
Mm.
The place gets split into. You have like Israel and Judah on the bottom.
Mm.
I can't even remember what the capitals were now. But then there's like an influx from the. I'm just giving you guys like kind of this general overview, like how this goes like way back beyond like modern day. Then there's an influx coming from Asia of Islamic people who come and build the Dome of the Rock temple or mosque on top of the old temple site.
Mm.
So now Jerusalem is the home to three religions: Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, right? And so during this time, lots of Jews are like slowly moving out, filtering up, and going across Europe. And the Roman Empire was, I think, majorly responsible for that because they came in from like the far west into the Israel area, and modern day Israel. And because it was such a strong hold, and the Roman Empire wanted to take over everything, so the Jews started moving up into Europe. World War One happens, I think. Yeah, because the Jews start coming back, like in the first decade of like the 20th century. There's like a huge movement called Zionism, I think, and they start like filtering back. And then World War II, obviously, with Hitler. Like right before that, they started like there was a lot of oppression. World War II, they want to come back to the homeland, Israel. Like that's where they think they want to move back because of the Nazi like oppression. And then because they move back into what is now like an Islamic state of like that area, the UN decides to, like, the British had been like kind of in charge of that area, and the British basically just opt out, and that's like a big problem. They just kind of like were like, leave Europe, go back to your homeland. We're going to move out of Israel, kind of like your problem. But the problem was that there's like a bunch of Jews now moving into Israel, which is now occupied by a lot of Islamic people, Palestinians. So then the UN decides, because they're on the side, because the UN represents the United Nations, which Britain is a part of, they decide. Is this boring?
No.
I'm just like filtering this out
No,
of my head.
no, it's good. It's good.
They decide like, okay, well, what's going to be fair is like if we split the country into two, and so we'll give like, I think it was like 55% of the Israel nation was given to the Israelis, and then it was like 46, or yeah, the majority was given to Israel or to the Jewish people. And obviously the Islamic people were like, well, we were here, you guys moved in.
Right.
Now the UN is like going to tell us like what to do, or like what land we get. And so it wasn't actually like half and half. It was like a little bit over here. You have like the Gaza Strip, which is like Egypt. You have the Jordan side. And then you have like Jerusalem, which was split into two. So half of like, because it's like claimed by like different religions, like that's why you have like the West Bank. So Gaza Strip is like actually at the bottom left of Israel, and then Jerusalem's kind of like up. But Jerusalem itself is actually divided in half. So you have like the West Bank and the East side. So the West Bank being like very, very famous in the news in the early 2000s. And so yeah, it's basically just been being fought over ever since Bible times, and then going up to when the UN was like, here's what you guys get. They're like, no, we're not okay with that. You guys weren't here, we were here. And then now you're going to come in and tell us that like we don't get over half of our land. Like, I mean, just imagine how you'd feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so then now slowly they just, all of the Islamic people have been pushed out. And so in retaliation, like they want to take back what's
what
theirs.
was
This is to my understanding. Oh, I could be so wrong, and I'm an idiot. So, guys, also we always have to remember that in every live that I'm an idiot. So, yes. Now we have Jews, Israelis, Jewish Israelis, and Arabs fighting each other, and nobody has done a good job in this situation. I feel like both sides, especially the Palestinian side, feels very unheard. I think they feel like something that was theirs was taken from them, but the way in which the attack was led, I think, was pretty brutal. Yeah.
Well, on that note, should we wrap that up?
On that happy note,
Yes.
now that you guys know something about it, maybe did I screw that all up? I don't know. Did we just lose everybody at the end?
No. Everybody just keep going up when they said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow, big day tomorrow.
Yeah, big day tomorrow. We're gonna be launching the website. All right, everybody. So hats, shirts, Sulus, umbrellas, everything will be going live. wakafarms.com/shop. That'll be going live tomorrow. So yeah, we're doing the collaboration also with Matt Navitilevu, Matthew, with Office Boy. So that's our way to like do something more than just farming with farming. It's like, let's do farming, let's add some content, let's do some merch, let's sell some awesome apparel. So that'll be going live tomorrow. So if you guys like would love to, we really appreciate it if you guys hop on the website and just grab a hat or a shirt or something, and then we're gonna start building this thing up and start making some really, really sweet apparel. We'll have drops like every season, special like limited edition runs of like jerseys and footwear and headwear and all sorts of stuff. So that'll be going live tomorrow, right? wakafarms.com/shop. Is there anything else? We're good?
Yep.
All right. Thank you guys so much for joining. We'll catch you guys next week.